The Ansonia Hotel, from utopia to scandal to luxury. The Ansonia has it all. A prestigious hotel in what was thought to be in the middle of nowhere, underwent various phases by being home to opera stars, sports celebrities, Broadway impresarios, the gay population, and more. Given the elaborate history of the hotel, we have to start from the beginning. Before the conception of the Ansonia, in 1899, the Upper West Side, on Broadway between 73rd and 74th Street, was like a desert filled with unpaved streets, shanties, and hardly any development.
The man behind the conception of this New York landmark, William Earl Dodge Stokes, envisioned the space to have a larger potential. Heir to the Phillips Dodge copper fortune and the shareholder of Ansonia Clock Company, Stokes set out for Ansonia to be a New York utopia, meaning it could be self-sufficient, monumental, maintain independence, and act as a magnet of the rich and the famous.
The prestige that was imagined for this building didn't quite carry out as expected. It soon became a place that short-lived the original intent of being so grand. The Ansonia might have been luxurious, but it was never considered chic, and ended up having a risky reputation due to its spirit and location. It drew in the opposite crowd that Stokes had originally intended. Artists, bohemians, and crooks made it their home.
Despite this unexpected result, the Ansonia still stands as one of the most luxurious buildings. The construction of the Ansonia began in 1899, but was not fully completed until 1904. Stokes saw himself as the main architect, but the project could not have been carried out without the French architect Émile Dubois. Little did this École des Beaux-Arts graduate know that he would be the mastermind behind the grandest hotel in Manhattan.
Looking at the history of the site, before being built, this location belonged to a New York orphan asylum. The construction was not quick either, and even in the process or construction, problems arose. As a matter of fact, the contractors sued Stokes over broken contracts that Dubois had made in Stokes' name. This soon stirred up into a lawsuit, and when it came to bringing this problem to court, Stokes was able to defend himself by explaining that Dubois was in an insane asylum in Paris, and that when he signed the final certificate on the plans in 1903, he was not in the condition to take decisions for him. Once the project came to a close, after 5 years of intense labor and various bumps along the road, the price mounted up to $3 million.
Ansonia reflects European ideals of design as it resembles the Parisian mid-rises that were fashionable at the time. The building encapsulates all forms of feature that coincide with the Beaux-Arts style. The Beaux-Arts architecture is known as a combination of classical architecture from ancient Greece and Rome with Renaissance ideas. This type of form is characterized by order, symmetry, formal design, grandiosity, and complex ornamentation.
The Ansonia embodies all these characteristics. Known for its curved corner towers, or turrets, its heavily ornate exteriors with intricate metal design that feature highly decorated windows, moldings, balconies, and a stairway that sweeps up to a domed skylight. This stands as an 18-story steel structure with 3,000 rooms. As can be seen in these plans, the apartment drastically changed in terms of design, amount of rooms, and integration of spaces.
Throughout these renovations, the most important fact to take into account is that in 1992, the Ansonia ended its holding as a hotel and began the process of becoming apartments into owned and rented units. As it converted, the Ansonia held up to 430 apartments, but due to the residents' inclination to buy many apartments, it is unknown how many units Ansonia currently holds.
At the time the hotel opened, the suites were rented for $14,000 a year, which today is equivalent to more than $400,000. A condo that was before worth $125,000 today is worth over $1 million. So it can be said that Stokes' dream is realized in today's age. Besides being an architectural framework that embodies grandeur and redeveloped what is now the high life of the Upper West Side, Ansonia brought much more than just residency to many. It became a communal center of pop culture that was accessible to all groups. From nightlife to celebrity hub to bathhouse and scandals, the infamous reputation of the Ansonia is eccentric and some could say spiced up.